Hi EFR 515 students. This is a tutorial on how to run exercise 1 in SPSS. So what I have here is I have a very similar assignment to what you have as exercise 01 example. And the data set's not the same, but the structure is the same and the problem's the same. And what we want to do is go ahead and do some calculations here within SPSS. So from here, go ahead and open SPSS. And the program takes a little while to open, but you'll have to go into Citrix and open the program. So the first thing we're going to go do is enter the data. Now there's two tabs in SPSS. There's the variable view and the data view. Okay, so we'll go ahead in the variable view start. We'll name our variable here, which is X. And then we'll go to data view and then we'll enter our data. So it's 9, 5, 3, 5, 7, 3. And again, the data from exercise 1 is a little different, but the procedure will be the same. So as we look at what we're asking for down here in the assignment, we're asking for the sum of X, the sum of X squared, the sum of X plus 1, and the sum of X plus 1 squared. So we need to go ahead and prepare the data set number 2, number 3, and number 4 before we sum all these variables. So we'll go back to SPSS and we're going to go to transform. So the first one we're going to do, the sum of X is fine. We'll come back to that. We need the sum of X squared. So we're going to go up here and we're going to go transform compute. And we're going to get a window up here that looks like this. It says target variable numeric expression. So what we want to do is go ahead and square X. So that's easy to do. We'll just multiply it by each other. So we're going to go square. We have to name it X. So we'll say square of X. And all that is we're going to bump the variable up here. We'll click on it, bump it over, and then we'll go times itself. So we'll go ahead and bump it over once more. So just X times X is X squared, and we're calling that square X. In the target variable names, you can't have any open spaces in here, and there's certain names that won't work in the program. We'll go ahead and paste that. Okay, that put it in our syntax window right here. And we're going to come back to that window. So don't worry about this window right now. We'll be back with that. So we're going to go back to our data window. We just clicked on the tab down below. Okay, and then the next one we want to run is X plus 1. So from SPSS, we're going to go again, transform, compute variable. Down here, we still have the old name in there, so we're going to go ahead and erase that, and we'll call it X underscore 1. We don't want to have the plus symbol in there. And in that case, what we need to do is go bump over our variable. We could just type in X as well, plus 1. Okay, so we have X plus 1 in the numerical expression, and we're going to call that target variable X1. We'll go ahead down here to the paste function. We'll paste it in. That put it in our syntax window right here. That's the code that'll be running the program once we finish with the coding of it. And we'll go back to our assignment here then, and we'll do the last one, which is X plus 1 squared. So we're going to come back up to transform, compute, and we have X plus 1 still there. So go X underscore 1, how about underscore S for squared? And we're going to put a parenthesis in the front. Oops. Going to put a parenthesis in the front of that X plus 1. Got to click over in the numeric expression side. So I have X plus 1, and I'm going to put times, open parenthesis, X plus 1 again, and that'll give me x plus 1 squared. And then I'm going to go ahead down here and just paste that, and that'll go to my syntax window. So right now I have three forms of syntax in here that I want to run. I have the x squared, I have the x plus 1, and then the x plus 1 squared. So I'm going to go ahead and just take my mouse and I'm going to block these three code sections, and I'm going to go up to the green triangle and I'm going to press run. So in that case, if everything worked okay, it should have shown it to me here, each of these cases. Now I'm not seeing the actual output yet, because what it did is in the data file it created three other columns. It created the square of x, x plus 1, and x plus 1 squared here. Now to finish the assignment, I just need to sum each one of these. To do that, I'm going to go ahead and go Analyze, Descriptives, and Descriptives again. I'll go ahead and bump all three of those over. So I'm going to block them. I'm just pressing Shift and I'm highlighting them, and I'm going to bump them all over the variable view. And I'm going to say Paste. Go ahead back to my syntax, and here's the new code. So now I'm just going to block the new code, and I'm going to hit the green triangle again. Okay, and there they are. There's the sum. Whoops, hold on, mean max. Hold it, I needed to do one other thing. I needed to go Analyze, Descriptive Statistics, Descriptives, and I needed to click on Options, and I needed to press the Sum button here as well. Continue, Paste. I'm going to go ahead and delete this here by clicking on the output and delete that. I'm going to go back to my syntax window, and I'm going to get rid of that code I didn't use above it, and then I'm going to go ahead and block this new code. I'm going to go to the green triangle, press it, and there's my sums right here: 32, 198, 38, and 268. Now yours will be different because you're working with different data, but that's all you need to do. So to finish the assignment, I'm just going to click on this table. I'm going to copy it over. I'm going to paste it right into the assignment. And I'm also going to go in and collect my syntax right here. I'm going to copy that, Control C, or just use your mouse. And I'm going to go ahead and paste that in as well. Okay, so then you'll save this as your assignment, which will include the syntax and the table as the completed assignment. This will take some getting used to. If you haven't used SPS before, it'll take some getting used to. But we're going to learn about what's in the program, and the program is very powerful, and we're going to do our statistics based on that, and I'll be creating these tutorials for that. So thank you very much, and good luck with the assignment.